Hi, my name's Nat and I'm here to show you a video on how to trim your invisible braces. This is the second video in my how-to tutorial on the just basic care of invisible braces. Now the product I'm using is eCligner, and I like this product a lot because you wear the trays for 1 week and then you switch them into the next tray. There are a lot of other ones I've read online where you wear the trays for 2 weeks, some you even wear for 3 weeks before you change them. And I've noticed that after a week of wearing them, they get a bit dull and dirty, kind of, just dull plastic. So it feels really fresh every week when I get to change them into the new ones. And with this one, they come in a box like this, stage 1 and stage 2. I'm going to call each box a stage. And in each box there are 3 steps, like that. And you wear 1 step, 2 steps the second week, and then the third week 3 steps. And then your dentist should send you the next box. I've started the second box, and yesterday I put on step 2. So it's classified kind of like this. Inside, step 1 is soft, over here. Step 2 is medium, and step 3 is hard. And I've noticed that sometimes when you switch from to a new set of braces, even though it feels fresh and nice, sometimes it can be difficult to put in. There's some resistance, and you're forced to trim a little bit of it. So this video is just to show you how to trim your invisible aligners. Now, I keep mine in a travel case like this, so it's easy to carry in my gym bag or work bag or school bag. And inside, I carry this hook, which comes with it. And this hook is an easy way to take them off when you're on the go. You just slide the hook, where is it? There you go. Either on the outside or the inside, wherever you feel comfortable and wherever you can find a little gap in your teeth. And you just pull it down in one quick motion. So there you go. And at my house, I just keep them in a glass. And I'll do the bottom. Oh, there you go. And as I said, I started that one, step 2 and stage 2 yesterday. But I noticed that when I went from soft to medium, as I progressed each week, I found the braces were a bit hard. And at one point, when I was trying to put my new braces in, there was resistance, and I was just pushing and pushing kind of idiotically, and I pushed so hard when I should have stopped, and I cut my gum a little bit and it was bleeding. It healed the next day, but I realized I had to trim. So I'm going to show you how to do that with the eCligners I used yesterday. Step 1, that's easier. So step 1, soft, just so I don't make a mistake. And this is what it looks like, if you're curious. Inside, it comes in kind of an aluminum package with your name on it, and it tells you what stage you're at, and it tells you how long you wear them. 1 week. So, take them out. There's the top, and there's a bottom set of clear aligners, trays, whatever you want to call them. Okay, so before you put a new one on, well, for me, I like to line it up with my teeth and try an initial fit. And if it doesn't snap in place right away, I don't push it. I don't force it in after what happened last time and I cut my gum. So I just line it up and lightly push up and try to figure out where the resistance is coming from. Usually I will take my fingernail, my thumb, and I'll just kind of massage the ends, because it is plastic and it is kind of hard and rough at first, like flats. You gotta kind of work them in so you don't hurt your feet. So I kind of just play with it for, I don't know, 5 minutes and then soak them. Some people I've read online, they use a nail file. This is my nail file, and I think they mean they use the metal ones, and they just file it down. I haven't done that. I haven't found the need to yet. I just use my hands. I kind of just work down the edges. If you can hear that, sometimes it could be a bit rough. Just work the edges. And then I use my lovely nail scissors, here we go, that I bring with me, and start trimming if I need to. Now these are designed to fit your teeth by engineers or some high-tech computer system, so you don't really need to go in there and cut a lot. Just enough to remove whatever is blocking your easy putting it on. Okay, so the first time when I cut myself, I told you I was pushing and pushing and there was nothing happening. The problem started here. This canine tooth, which protrudes a lot, and I'm hoping that will be fixed as well. And the gum that's on top of it, it sticks out, and that's where it wasn't, like, I could feel it wasn't going in. So I took the scissors and I just really, really carefully cut a thin, 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 thin sliver. Now you know you could always cut more, and so you don't want to go in there and cut too much unnecessarily. So here, if you can see what I've done there, there's just really thin. I'd actually go thinner than that, but these are an old pair, so I don't really need to use them again. So it's a thin, thin, thin sliver, and there you go. Then I would test it and put it in again. Now that same incident where I cut my gum, as you could imagine, the next day it was a bit red still, so anything that touched it hurt a bit. So I cut just a little bit more, so there's a little tiny groove, so that when I put it in, it wasn't touching where I had cut myself. So that's useful as well. I've only had to trim the second step in the first stage, so some trays you get are hard to put in, and some just fit in easily. After you put it in, of course, you should do some biting motions for 10, 15, 20 minutes to get them to fit, because it really is like wearing a fresh pair of shoes. You kind of want to work it in and get comfy. Another problem I find with the eCligners that need trimming are around this side, the edges. Sometimes this part pokes into the back of my gum. It's happened once or twice, and it gets a little bit red and swollen. So just wherever it's red or causing me a little bit of irritation, I trim. You'd be surprised at what a thin, 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 thin little cut would make. I cut just like a little sliver, and it didn't really seem like it would make a difference, but I put it in and it worked wonders basically. So just like that, and then because you just cut a fresh edge, you should file it down. I like to rub it down with my own nail. You can use this and put it in. I'm not going to put the old ones in, I'm going to put the new ones in just to show you one more time if you didn't see the other video. They go in rather easily. This is the bottom set, just snaps them in. Biting motion. And the top tray. Like that. Right. So the three reasons I found that would need a trim on your invisible braces is: one, if there's a little bit of resistance, like it won't go in. Two, if the edges are a bit hard and you kind of need to trim them down a bit or soften them up. And three, if you already have some kind of irritation. I told you I had the cut, so having something to touch the cut really hurts. Yeah. Other than that, I haven't found much need to trim or play around with my eCligners yet. So there you have it. That's how you trim your invisible braces if you need to, or file it down. I hope that was informative and you got some useful information. I hope you tune back next time to my next video. Thanks.